and the thunderbolt crushed his arrogance. It blasted him to the very heart, and his strength was split
to go into
from
season
him.
3 really challenging myself. And if we're an experimental theater company, I don't want to become complacent with a process. I don't want to be comfortable going in and doing the same format every time. And so this is a challenge for me, which will be a challenge for you all as well. There is essentially no set for this piece. We have, the set will be chains, obviously, and under that will be a mound of pebbles, and then there will be one black folding chair. And that is our set. I'm talking with Alex for lighting design. It will be very shadowy. The color palette will be black and white. We are looking at a lot of angles. This is not a period piece. We are inspired by the 60s, by what this period emotionally says, but that does not mean that we are committed to making this a period piece. We're taking a little bit more of an expressionistic approach to this, to where the reason we don't have materials to show you like what each character will look like in the show is because as the show goes along, we're going to develop your look in an organic process. You know, we have basic outlines for everyone. We know Io will have a white dress, probably with black gloves and black shoes, and a nice 60s mod hat that has giant horns coming out of it. So, you know, and then the chorus, we're looking at like a long sleeve button down shirt that's buttoned up to the top with high-waisted white pants, white shirt, and then long, your hair will either be straightened or we'll wig you all with white, and put powder in your hair or have white wigs. Yeah, so we're not going with a very literal interpretation. We're not going with a period piece. The best way I can explain this is it situates more in the expressionistic side of it, to where we're emotionally going to be exploring these characters and how do we visually convey that through the costumes. I am generally a minimalistic director. If you've seen my work or if you worked with me, you know I like to keep as much out of the way. But this is going to be challenging in a completely different way. We're going into this with very few, you know, visual choices because I want to take a completely organic approach to this. This is a challenge for me. I don't normally work like this. I generally have design, you know, very specific designs going into a project. But this season, I'm challenging myself as the director. If we're using found spaces, I want stories that reflect the space as well. I want that space to help tell the story instead of project a story onto the space. So we're minimalizing what we're building and maximizing the story within the space. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm.